Hey everyone, this is John, the Watch Concierge, and today we're going to be talking about another Filippo Loreti watch that I got along with the other one, which was the Ascari Grand Prix 1952 model. And this one is the Venice Moon Phase in rose gold and blue, with also blue leather straps. And it's a beautiful looking watch. But going back to the Ascari, I have an update on that one. So I exposed Filippo Loreti for the weird malfunction that was happening with the chronograph, where it had the 60-minute chronograph working, which is of course not a seconds chronograph. So most people would probably think that the chronograph doesn't work because it actually takes a long time, since it's a 60-minute chronograph, to go around. But the seconds feature on the watch is supposed to be VK64, the sweeping seconds hand, which goes around like an automatic watch. Anyways, that doesn't work on that watch, so I exposed them and let them know that that's not what they had, and they pretty much came clean to me and said that it was a mistake, that they should have put on their website that they had a different movement, which they claim to have the VD54, which is a different movement, similar, but it doesn't have that function with the sweeping seconds hand. And yeah, they said it was a mistake, and they said that when they were putting up all the other watches that they had, also there were some that they do have that movement, which is the hybrid movement, and but in particular the one that I got did not have. And so they apologized, and they said that I could exchange if for a different watch or whatever. But the thing is, I don't know if they're really telling the truth, and I don't want to wait another 2 to 3 months or even longer, since a lot of customers that have ordered Filippo Loreti watches, they have to wait 6 months or maybe a year. I don't know, a long time from what the reviews and everything that I've seen online. But yeah, that's what I found out about the watch, is that it didn't have that movement that I wanted to have on the watch because of the description and what they had online. And the weird thing is that they still haven't taken it down, and they still haven't updated that page about the watch having a different movement than the VK64, and that's kind of makes you wonder if they are really just trying to deceive people and just lie, or they're trying to target maybe just regular people that don't know too much about the movement or too much about the watch, so they don't even realize. But even then, if they're going to try to do that, then at least get a chronograph that actually has a seconds chronograph subdial, because then that way it looks like it actually works. Because when you have a 60-minute subdial chronograph, it just looks like it doesn't work, but in fact it just takes a longer time because it's going in minutes and not seconds. And so it some people might not wait for that long to see that the chronograph is going by minutes. And so so it might confuse people. A lot of people say the chronograph doesn't work. The one that I have works, but it just has that feature, which is the 60-minute chronograph subdial. So it's it's a lot slower than a seconds chronograph would work, and that's pretty self-explanatory of why that is. But if you stick around and press the button and see and wait 5 minutes, you'll see that the chronograph hand moves, and that is a functioning chronograph. So, and that's that. But now going into the details about this watch, it is a Miyota 6B00. That's the movement, and it includes the moon phase, the date, the day, and the month. And it's got a very clean look to it, interesting design, minimalistic, but at the same time you have the the multifunction there, the moon phase, and their brand name right at the bottom. And so take a better look here. It's a very nice watch, clean, polished look on the case. It's supposed to be stainless steel. Case diameter is 40 millimeters, and It has a thickness of 9 millimeters. The glass, they claim to have sapphire glass on this one, which is interesting because the Ascari, which is, I guess, a more expensive watch, a more, I guess, but it looks like it's a nicer watch, only had a mineral quartz or a mineral crystal damn it, I'm getting my words mixed up. They only had a mineral crystal glass with sapphire coating, which I don't really know how that works, and I don't know if it does anything to make the watch glass any better or scratch resistant or whatever. So, and the fact that they kind of lied about the movement on that other watch just makes me wonder if they're lying also about the sapphire crystal on this one. And I wish I had that little detector to see if I could tell if it's a real sapphire crystal or not. But at the same time, when I mean real, I guess just in general sapphire crystal, because most of the watches made nowadays that have sapphire crystal usually have synthetic or man-made, lab-made sapphire crystal. So even I think high-end watches have the synthetic one, so they don't use. I'm assuming I know I read that most watches have synthetic sapphire crystal, but I'm sure maybe some real high-end ones might use real sapphire, which is pretty cool. But another feature about this watch, it is 50 meters water resistant, but it has leather, so you don't really want to go in the water with this anyways. But if you splash some water on it, it should be fine. You're not going to break the watch by splashing water. And yeah, I mean, it says that it's Italian, handcrafted Italian leather, which is kind of nice, but I don't know the quality of the leather. I'm guessing it's just genuine leather. It's not top grain or full grain leather. But it does have the brand name right there. It does feel good. It does feel nicely done, like a nice watch strap. And they have the same movement as the Vellucci watch that I reviewed and exposed for claiming to have a perpetual calendar, which in fact they only had a complete calendar because it's a Miyota 6B00 movement, and that's not a perpetual calendar movement. So at least this brand doesn't claim to have a perpetual calendar, so that's kind of nice to know that they're not deceiving in that way, but I guess in other ways they are. So that's a thing that you have in common with these fashion watch brands and these up and coming brands that do some heavy marketing and whatnot. So, but I do like this engraving here that they have, or this, I don't know what to call it, but it's just really nice. I think it's engraving, and it's really well done. You can feel it on your fingers, unlike the engraving from the Vellucci watch, which didn't feel like any lasered in, or it didn't feel like any kind of, it just felt like a sticker that was placed on there and then removed, and then you had it on there, but you couldn't really feel with your nails or with your finger the texture and the 3D-ish kind of look to it. So this is supposed to be the Basilica di San Marco in Italy, which they're inspired by Italian design, I guess, in Italy in general. So, and as you can tell by their name, Filippo Loreti, but it's a Lithuanian company, and a lot of people get mad because they think that they're claiming to be Italian, but that's not what they are doing. They are simply just inspired by Italy, and they said that on their website. So if you have a problem with the name, then I don't know what to say, but that's just an inspiration, and that's fine to be inspired by a different country or a different culture or whatever, but they're not claiming to be anything else. So, but at the same time, they didn't say they're not out there proud and saying that they're from Lithuania. So, but I don't think they're hiding that fact, because everyone already knows that. So, but I like that the straps also have these easily, you can, easily interchangeable strap function here, so you can just pull these out pretty easily and change them. Have the tang buckle here, stainless steel. But yeah, and then you have this on the crown. I don't know what the symbol is, but it looks cool. And this is of course for changing the month. And so when you get a little pin or something, you can push down and it'll change the month right there. But yeah, it's, the thing about Filippo Loreti is that they have their own touch to their designs. So I haven't seen anything like the watch designs that they have anywhere else, really. They might have similar things on other websites or other brands or whatever, but definitely not the exact same thing. So it's not like Mvmt, where you clearly can tell that a lot of their watches are like from AliExpress, or they got it from, they pretty much, that's how they started. That's how Mvmt started. They didn't have their own design. They pretty much just put a stamp of their brand on the watch that already existed, with already like a design that already existed. So I haven't seen really any other watches with this kind of design, but we'll see. We'll see if I can eventually find something. But even then, I don't know if it'll be a copy of Filippo Loreti, or if Filippo Loreti was the one that actually copied another watch. So it's hard to say. But if you know of any other watches that kind of look like this, or like the Ascari Grand Prix 1952, let me know. I think they do have unique things about some of these Filippo Loreti watches, but for the most part, this company has a lot to improve on their customer service and just the way they operate with the whole made to order and not having any inventory of their watches, and that just really drags out the time of the customers getting their watches, and so it just doesn't work. So if you got your own brand and your own branded watches, and you're claiming that it's made to order, you got to at least put that in a lot bigger words, because you have, they have it here, but it's right underneath. You have the add to cart, and then you can add the watch to your cart on their website, and then add to wish list, and then right beneath that they had made to order. You get an estimated shipping date with your order confirmation email. But for the regular customer to go through that and go shopping online and just that, you'll miss that, and then you can read up more on it if you click the learn more button. But people will think, they didn't think it was gonna take 5 months or 4 months, 3 months, 2 months, whatever. But that's something that they definitely need to improve on, is the shipping time and the time that the customers get their watches, because it's obviously created an issue for them, and now it feels like they don't have enough people to work on the customer service and the emails, and it's just they don't seem to be, doing the right thing. And the watch comes in this box right here. There it is. It's a nice little cushion here, nice little box. It's always nice to have a good box and good quality box, and I think this is decent enough. It's got their brand name right there, and also the website URL. It comes with this here, and it says, "Welcome to the family, Filippo Loreti family. Timepiece you now own makes you part of the Filippo Loreti family. Family members care for one another, so if you ever have any questions regarding your timepiece or any part of your order, don't hesitate to email us. We hope you enjoy the admiration and compliments you're going to receive with your new Filippo Loreti watch or timepiece. Wear it proudly. We're sure you're going to love it. Danielios Jakutis and Matas Jakutis." So they're from Lithuania. And it also has here, "You are awesome. Thank you. Hey, just wanted to express our immense gratitude for your patience and support during this time. Enjoy your new timepiece. Yours sincerely, Filippo Loreti team." And the instructions. That's how you adjust the moon phase and everything. Warranty. 10-year international limited warranty. Not sure they're going to be around for that long, but okay. Effects registered within 7 days, and warranty does not cover normal wear and aging, damage resulting from improper handling. Okay, well, limited 2-year warranty applies to all Filippo Loreti timepieces. So they have a 10-year international limited warranty and also a limited 2-year warranty. Yeah, well, that's pretty much it for this watch. I already talked about in detail about the company and how they started. We were pretty much with Kickstarter a few years ago, I think 2015. But if you want to find out more, just go ahead and watch that video on my channel, and I've got plenty of other videos you could check out too. And make sure to subscribe and like and share this video if you like it, and make a comment if you have something to say. I always appreciate feedback, and I appreciate the support, and hope you can continue to watch all the videos that I put out and double check the ones that you haven't seen yet, and see what you think and let me know. But thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.